We are keeping track of severe weather moving through Texas right now. Here's a look at the lightning show in Austin tonight as the storms hit there. This mess could reach us by the morning commute.
We have team coverage in the weather department for you tonight, starting with the chief, David Paul.
I think we're going to see slowdowns tomorrow morning, guys, mentioning the commute. This is going to be the first of a couple of rounds of storms coming in. First one begins tomorrow morning. All levels of severe weather are on the table, but I think that tomorrow they will be isolated reports of severe. Next round going into Wednesday morning, maybe more widespread, then big improvements going into the Memorial Day weekend. If you're worried about that, don't. You're in for a treat. Here's tomorrow. Got an 80% chance for rain and thunder in the morning. We're on the air at 4:30, tracking it all for you. Still a good chance for rain through noon. Then things should improve. Still a 20% chance for a rain chance tomorrow afternoon. Here's the big picture across Texas, turning into a wet weather pattern now. As far as Houston, Southeast Texas is concerned right now this evening, really not much at all going on. About a half hour ago, had a shower just fizzle out in northwest Austin County. Brenham getting a sprinkle. That's exactly what the rapid refresh computer models were suggesting would happen, and it did. Same models also suggesting this, that our parent upper level disturbance, which is here in the northern mountains of Mexico, is going to round the bend and then push a line of showers and thunders up 59, 69 into Houston tomorrow morning. And as that comes in, this is what's going to impact tomorrow morning's commute. This is 4:30 a.m. Here come the storms up from the south and west. They begin to impact the area between 7 and 8 a.m. with possibly some heavy, strong thunderstorms and still making things very wet by 9:30 in the morning. We head into noon and things begin to break up. So it's the morning through about lunchtime that first round impacts us. And Tim, it could bring some severe weather with it.
That's right. Storm Prediction Center, David, has us under a level 2 risk, especially for areas north of I-10. And we're talking about an isolated tornado, some large hail, and some extremely gusty winds in excess of 55 miles an hour. Now, fast forward a day to our second round, and that threat shifts a little bit farther to the southeast and encompasses the entire coastline in a level 2 threat. This time around, it'll be facilitated by an incoming cold front. That means widespread strong wind threat likely with this secondary round of storms coming on through on Wednesday. So the initial round tomorrow, this is what we're concerned with. Damaging wind gusts, 55 to 60 miles an hour. Large hail's a possibility. We're not talking ping pong ball size or golf ball size or anything like that. Maybe up to a quarter size inch in diameter in terms of hail. Tornado risk is there because overall the system is rotating in nature. We call these an MCS or mesoscale convective system. They're rotating, so it's a little easier to get a tornado spun out of one of those. And the flooding risk is there as well. We're talking rainfall rates in excess of 2 inches per hour, and that puts us at the threshold for issuing a flash flood warning, which is exactly what this excessive rainfall outlook shows. In the areas in yellow, about a 15% chance of those rainfall rates occurring tomorrow. And then for our second round on Wednesday, that shifts a little bit farther to the east, encompassing more of downtown and off to the east there. So overnight storms arrive, especially to the west. Tuesday, round 1, and then Wednesday, round 2, David, with that cold front coming on in. What does it look like on the models for that?
Well, you mentioned it, much more linear. This will be a big line of storms that lines up in advance of that cold front coming in. This is Wednesday, 1:30 in the morning. And as we head in towards 6:30 a.m. Wednesday morning, there's that line of rain and thunder. And as Tim mentioned, that type of setup is much more likely to produce straight line winds across a much broader area of southeast Texas that could cause at least some minor damage. It races off the coast after lunch on Wednesday, then we settle down on Wednesday afternoon. How much rain? Maybe not a whole lot with this first round tomorrow morning, maybe a half inch to an inch, but then an additional 2 or 3 or 4 inches possible with Wednesday's line. And some spots out there near College Station could see more than that. Here's the extended forecast then. A couple of stormy mornings tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning. And after that, it becomes a treat. Lower humidity with a light north breeze on Thursday, saying low humidity Friday. And the weekend, the holiday weekend, 60s and 70s in the mornings, highs near 90, maybe a little above. That's a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. We'll be on Weather Watch with Team Weather again tomorrow morning starting at 4:30, guys.
Yeah, the holiday weekend looking good. Thanks, David.